It's recording. Excellent. Okay, so let's get cracking. We're going to go to the performance section of your Grade 1 RGT Acoustic book. Okay? And have a look at the rhythm playing study number 1. Okay? So first of all, looking at the chords that are listed there, I know from previous lessons you know E, A. If you added in D to that, what song have you recently done that goes E, D, yeah, A. Okay, so to warm up, okay, we don't want to jump in straight away. Let's actually just warm up with Back in Black. Okay, you ready? Ready, E? Okay. If you miss out all the little licks, just do chords, okay, because it sets us nicely up for the rhythm and strumming. Okay, so ready?
Yeah.
Nearly. First finger, got to decide where it is. Let's use your ears to decide what way that first finger goes. Does that sound right? Good. Move it down a string to the B string. No string?
No.
Doesn't sound right, does it? Give it a nice, solid, confident stroke through the strings. Good. Okay. 1, 2. Now then, give me an E chord and give it me one string at a time. Yes. Why is that happening? Why is that one string going?
Thumb.
Thumb? Well, thumb position does affect a chord, but could you feel it hitting underneath the first finger?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I do it on purpose, right, without changing my thumb position, if I just stand my first finger up a little bit more, okay, so you can change it with adjusting your fingers, because your thumb looks good to me, okay. What I need to do, I've changed positions now, there we go, pull the table out a bit, there we go, right, good. Excellent. So we're going to look at the strumming pattern, because the first chord in this song happens to be E, and then we're going to go through the chords, perhaps find any chords in the progression you don't know yet. Okay. So strumming pattern wise, it gives you a strum pattern, and it gives you in classical notation. So this symbol looks like a hockey stick. Have you seen that before? Maybe in GCSE or school lessons. What's that? What is that symbol?
Crotchet.
A crotchet, excellent. And what is a crotchet? What does it represent?
1 beat.
1 beat, right, cool, okay. So, that on its own doesn't really mean much though, does it? Okay, so if we were to put a song on, right, and I'll choose any random song that's on my laptop. See what this one is. Okay, that's got an obvious beat to it, okay. So, for example, the drummer, okay, is hitting cymbals, the bass drum, and the snare. What do you think about that as a beat, right? Okay, so that's, and then he's going slower, and then picks it up again, okay. So there's a beat there. You can keep that going. That I think would be your crotchets, okay. What you can do is count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, that's what's called a time signature, which you've got written at the beginning there. It says 4, 4. Now then, we can go into that in more depth another day, but it means there's 4 beats in a bar. Okay? So you will find 4 crotchet beats in every bar. Alright? So let's just strum that. Play me an E and strum 4 beats. So it should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy. Well done. Good chord. Shows you warming up nicely. Right then. Have you seen these before? This symbol here, it's two hockey stick looking things, but there's a beam across the top joining them together.
I forgot what it's called.
Right, good. Right, there's 1, 2, 3 crotchets. Okay, but this is 2 with a beam across the top. Right? It's 2 quavers, okay? 2 half beats. So if you know your fractions from school, 2 halves make a
whole.
Good. So we can say music 2 quavers that last the same length of time as a crotchet, okay? But what you do instead, that's a crotchet. If you want a quaver, okay, you clap 2 in 1, okay? So if I clap you this rhythm, I want you to clap it back for me, okay? So it goes. Good. So you got that straight away. We're going to go straight to strumming it because we can put it straight into context on the guitar. Okay. We have done a bit of strumming before, so let's see if you can pick this up nicely. Okay. Watch me first though. Okay. E major, and then. Not bad. Do it one more time. I'm going to count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Now let's see if we can cycle that. So we're doing a bar at one after another. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Yeah. Good. That's nice. So we're going to be changing chords shortly. So I'm going to just tap what I think might be something that's going to impede that. So elbow resting on your leg. Never recommend that. Okay. You understand the rhythm then? Yes?
Yeah.
Good. And what's a crotchet? How long does a crotchet last for?
2 half.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, like half beats.
So a crotchet equals.
Oh, a crotchet is 1 beat.
1 beat.
Quaver is 2 half beats.
Okay. That symbol is 2 quavers, 2 half beats. But if there's 2 half beats, what does 1 half beat look like?
Just oh.
It's a stick with a tail. Okay. But what happens is when you have 2 quavers together, that can look messy. So what they do is beam it together. It looks neater, especially on like a musical stave. It would look messy. Okay, good. So let's add in the A chord and see if we can change between the 2. And then we'll spend a bit of time looking at a chord maybe that you don't know. Let me see. Have you done a G chord with me? Have you learnt G? Nice, yeah, okay. And you've done it where you block the A string. That's good, okay. It's clear. Okay, just 1 note there. What we could do for the time being is take your little finger away. Sometimes hard to control the little finger. And the 3rd finger is going to go on the top of the E string. Good. And go, there you go, a bit more clear. But let's strum straight through. Make sure that note's ringing at the top there. Often, just go a bit more closer towards the fret wire and you'll get a clearer note. Good. There we go. Did you do anything different apart from move towards the fret wire then? Good. Make sure you remember that when you're practicing. If it's going like this, move back to the fret wire, bang. Okay? Let's try that rhythm, which to remind you was strum, and change to G, same strum pattern. Okay, ready? I'm going to count you into E, changing to G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change to G. Nice, pause you there. Now then, that was a good change. It will obviously, you want to still practice it so it's fluent and you can do it without looking Okay, so you can just look at your audience instead. Okay. But something happened on the E strumming, the strumming on the E chord. Did you notice what happened there? Okay. Oops. There you go. What happened was you went down, down, and stopped, and then went up, down, up, like that. Okay. So you'd have ended on in the wrong direction there. Okay. So what you want to do, because if it gets more complicated, the strumming pattern, because it's a fairly simple strumming pattern, as you progress through the grades and progress through songs, strumming patterns get harder and harder. So for example, if I hit you with a really complicated one, just to demonstrate, Wonderwall. You were just listening to that. Sounds pretty close to Wonderwall, doesn't it? But what is my hand doing? Just look at my hand, right? It's just doing that, isn't it? Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Constantly. It's just choosing, I'm choosing when to hit the strings and when not to hit the strings. If I try and do that strumming pattern, stopping and adjusting, I'll show you how that sounds. Doesn't quite work, does it? So we've got to, from the outset, from this level, try and make sure you're strumming and continuing your hand moving in a steady pace, okay? So if we just go back to just one chord, E, okay? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, we'll try changing to G after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Now think about A after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now then, you strum yours and I'll strum mine. What's the difference there? Without changing what you're doing, there's one note different, isn't there? So if I play mine, remember, major should sound major happy, okay? That sounds happy, play yours. Your chord sounds sad. So what do you think you're playing? What chord are you playing? A minor. And I was playing A major. But if we look, and we're finishing off this part of the lesson, if you look, when it's major chord, does it say major?
No.
Does it? It just implies major by just being a capital letter. Okay. Good. Okay. So there's some chords I know that you don't know yet, A7 and B7. But we've done the rhythm pattern, and I want you to practice for next week. E to G to A. Okay. But let's move on, and I think what we move on to might involve learning perhaps A7. Okay. Let's do a bit of accompaniment, because we were just strumming together, and I'm going to get you to strum while I play melody, which is what accompaniment is. Okay, have you heard that word, accompaniment, before?
No.
Okay, accompany.
No, I've heard that.
So you accompany something. Okay, so we're going to look at you strumming an accompaniment to a melody. Okay, let's choose this one. So actually, it's got the G we were just doing, but in fact, it's got A minor, E minor, which I know you know as well, because you just did A minor. Let me hear A minor. Good. Okay. E minor. Doesn't sound sad enough to me, that E minor. There you go. Okay. You got the right shape there. Good. Let me hear a G. Good. Cool, you remembered that new version, so good. See that last string? Top E string. Good. Right, give it another strum. Excellent. See if you can remember the strumming pattern from the rhythm play study. Good. Try that on this chord chart and let me see how well you do there. Well done. So you did 2 bars of A minor, followed by 2 bars of E minor. That was good. Good. So that change, we can work on that. That's absolutely fine. What's this symbol coming at me?
Repeat.
2 dots and 2 lines. Yeah, repeat. Where from? The beginning of that line or the beginning of the song?
Song.
Yeah, because the repeat mark reoccurs at the beginning, facing the other way. Excellent. And often, if you see this last chord past the repeat mark, often you'll just play that chord once, like a nice solid string on that chord. Good. Having said that, let me just look at your A minor chord, because what I'm hearing is, for the A minor, I'm hearing the E string quite prominently, and not much of the top of the chord. So what I feel like you're doing is dragging your pick away. So you're starting on E and you're going away from the strings. Okay. So what I want you to try and do is strum through the guitar. Better. Good. Okay, good, good. Theoretically, well, in books you'll see A minor written as 0 on the A, so you play the A string, and an X on the E. What does an X mean?
Don't play it.
You don't play it. But at this stage, to worry about what strings we're hitting when we're strumming can be almost a full-time job. So let's just not worry about that too much, but try and strum from the A string if you can, but definitely through. Let's hold that chord nicely. Can you hear how that's getting numbed by something? It must be the underside of that finger. Good. Okay. Good. Alright, so that was the strumming pattern from the rhythm playing study we did. I'm going to play you the melody, okay? And we're going to see if we can figure out perhaps how you would accompany me the melody that I'm playing. So it goes, let me do the first 2 bars. Do that again. Okay. Can you clap that with me? Okay. So you're not worrying about what chord you're playing. You're just worrying about the rhythm. So clap that with me. Good. What do you notice? Is it a different rhythm or the same rhythm? Is it the same rhythm as each other though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's different to the rhythm playing study. Okay, so just like with any song, the rhythm's going to be different each song. Okay. One thing that's hard to do is actually determine what strumming pattern. We've done that in songs we've learned, like what strumming pattern is it? Okay. And being able to pick that out is a skill, but learning how to accompany something can be how you build that skill, because you have to try and decide how to strum something, not how something is already strummed. So if we clap that rhythm together, so that was bum, 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 bum. You could just take that rhythm through the song. That's one way of doing it. And as you advance and improve your playing, you can do something a little bit more inventive, okay? But let's stick with that for now. You happy with the chords? Repeat mark. Okay? And I've got to sight read this, so let me have a little glance. Good, good, good. Alright. It's all down to you now. If you keep it solid for me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready. Whoa, after 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Some really nice changes there. Hey, you remember, it's a nice solid strum at the end. Excellent. I'm impressed with that. Okay. So, we didn't learn any new chords today, but what we've done, to recap, is accompaniment, going backwards. So you actually strumming to accompany someone else. And we can develop that so you can become a bit more inventive with how you strum it. Okay. So variations on the strumming, for example. And then rhythm playing, different kind of rhythm, different style of rhythm. We understand crotchets and quavers. So the quavers are in a different part of that rhythm playing study than they were in the accompaniment. And we did E, G and A. So you've got A7 and B7 to learn. We could do that next week. If you focus on what we did in the lesson though, to practice, okay, then you're away. Okay, nice one. Leave you there. Okay.